Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of deja
XP
vu.
for orb.
Not already seen.
This is
but
good.
Never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now.
Clicked so many orbs
That's
already.
the feeling you've been having.
It's gonna be a lot more. Don't worry
And
about
for
it.
who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this.
What if you'd
What
clicked none of
world
those
are we
orbs
in?
before?
This
I
is
know.
a fundamental question.
I would have had so much XP. So much XP. All right. If I need drama and electrochemistry, which are like the two stats I don't care much about,
Yep.
and
Correct.
a logic hat is good, but I mean, I don't use suggestion much. So yeah, if I
the
really
sort of
need
thing-
logic.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we are done here. I can now go talk to Joyce again. Wait, did we go in this door? It's locked. Okay.
Did you level up through that experience?
I did.
Okay.
So I have a point I can put somewhere.
When needed. Or wanted.
Yeah, like if I want to retry this check right now.
Or there's a lot actually. Like
Yeah.
you could put point in
Time
top
has
so you
passed.
can do that check again. With Joyce.
I could put a point.
First, we'll do the conceptualization one
Yeah.
because we just got a plus 12 to it.
That's
You're back.
seems good.
Good. What can I help you with?
You might want to put on conceptualization clothes first, just to make sure. Because you know it's a conceptualization check.
Oh, but I
did
also
see
want the esprit
earlier.
de corps. We can swap. We can
But
swap.
that check, yeah, you could swap. You can leave the conversation and swap. I just remember seeing that conceptualization clothing and being like, oh, you could use that.
Okay.
And, do the check again.
Yeah.
You're
So,
back. Good.
questions?
More lessons in basic reality.
Conceptualization. Impossible.
favorite part of
except
the day.
not impossible.
Go ahead. Ask me anything.
Yeah, like I said, you get a plus 12 for
What
Jean
is
Mevu.
all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The pail?
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you see?
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough. There is a term of endearment they coined for it. In the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
What?
Elysium.
Yeah, it needs it.
It does. There are those who would call it hell.
What's that?
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists.
I don't think I have the whole picture.
Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
Yeah, why?
Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
What shape is it inside sideways?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
ORG, Occident Revichol-Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona.
A what?
Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
Huh.
A cold fear seeps into you.
The Pale?
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together. However naive it may sound.
I don't know if it's gonna do that.
You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
I do like disco.
See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently.
Hey, it's the question.
He
I know.
adjusts his
Hey.
glasses.
Pale? What?
The Pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
Do you want to say, now hold up a minute?
I want to know what the Pale
They
is.
go.
I don't think your colleague would appreciate that.
Oh.
He has already been
here.
so
We
can
patient
come
with
back
this
without
hold.
Kim.
Oh.
Let's continue with
See?
something else.
Ah, yeah.
All right?
Hey, Kim, it's time for
You
bed.
can ask about anything else in the world. Anything.
You could sneak back later when the lieutenant is not here, unless you can convince him to step aside.
Or you could just ask him, hey, trust you. Hey, Kim, trust you. But you also need him to go away anyway. Because you got shit to do alone. But if it's faster,
Yeah, but you might get XP for that check.
that's true.
For this one right here?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. You might get 5 XP for it. Like, genuinely, I don't know.
Good idea. Just ask him. He won't make a scene.
Fine.
See? What can he do? You're a grown man.
Thanks, Felicia.
Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant.
I need to know.
Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
Okay, what's it like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
The negation of being.
The negation of.
That's right. The negation of being.
Is it here?
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach.
And there?
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. A mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see.
Physical qualities.
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic, The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
Okay. How do you get to the other places?
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
A squall of birds. Hardware operating in the harbor. Firm. Self-evident.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost, or having our minds damaged.
All right. Damaged?
Extensively.
How?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
What is that?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
It's more for her. Way more.
You're not a civilian passenger?
No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Entreprenetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Seems rude. What's up?
Why can I ask again?
I don't know. Must have context because yours are in quotation marks. Yeah.
It's there too.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Up to my gills, officer.
Oh, that's good.
What's that?
Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
Did they cross it?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
What's changed?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later. Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
If we do not?
Then they don't.
Gone. Like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
That's good.
Give me some Pale ratios, please.
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more
That's
Pale
more
than
than I
there is
would've
matter.
thought.
And the ratio is slipping.
Slipping how?
What do you think, Detective?
Ah, great. It's shrinking. Wait, no, it's growing. More Pale.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
I'm gonna say nothing.
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth open.
Off we go.
One and all. They say Pale is death, but for the universe.
Why should we just leave, and the world get left behind?
I don't know Inland Empire, but I can't dwell on it. Let's return.
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
I sometimes sense vague shadows of a past.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism.
Man, I'm surprised we're still alive.
Nope. It's disco.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
Your colleague, Lieutenant Kisaragi, is competent. I checked up on him. And you have me. I will try to assist you in any way I can.
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
Even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Good. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality
That was
lowdown,
fucking
or
crazy,
should
bro.
we do actual police work now?
I think we're done with the reality lowdown. Let's get to work.
Good luck, detectives.
And by get to work, I mean save and equip the Esprit de Corps gear. Put that back on.
That was it.
That was it.
Good jacket.
You're back. Good.
Reality.
What more lessons in basic reality?
Still locked.
Oh, you didn't put a point in.
My
I
favorite
could
part
put
of
a
the day.
point into it.
Go ahead. Ask me anything.
All right. Conclude.
Glad to have been of
Conclude. Put a point in.
Level up.
You get one top point. It's now
You're back.
tied for
More
your
lessons
strongest
in
stat.
basic reality.
It happens.
My
Fail
favorite
it
part of the
again.
day.
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
RCM?
Preciso Mundo.
And what is the RCM?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
You said de facto?
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
I'm basically going to avoid the subject.
Yeah, so I'm basically going to avoid the subject and ask about the next question in the line of inquiry?
Truly
You're not gonna say you're
modest of
Lockheed
you.
Capital?
The coalition government would applaud you for staying out of politics. And yet,
But I've been leaning into the option D bit, so...
there's nothing
true.
basic about your role, Detective.
You are also a communist.
It's true
Yeah.
that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why's that?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the Coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
Oh, okay.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Ravacholians get to keep the peace in Ravachol, and the Coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol. And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
Thanks.
Glad to have been of assistance.
You're on a boat.
Now do a quick save.
Yeah.
Talk to her.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Tell me again about this drug trafficking.
The lorries are still stuck at the roundabout. If the police is asking, one of the drivers might admit to it.
Do we have some suspicion?
Yeah, I think that's the race. One is the one that has suspicion. The apples cover.
Oh, that's lynching, though.
Have I made up my mind? What am I doing here? You're having me do something
4.
specific. 4? Okay.
Yeah.
The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it,
Okay. 5
Lieutenant,
it is.
once the job is done.
All right, done.
Yes?
Take on the case.
We will take the case.
Excellent. According to my report,
Hey, look, the jam
there
mystery.
are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout.
3.
Hopefully one of them will know something.
We know of 2. Is the third one the one
You
that
know
won't
3.
talk to us?
Yeah, that's the pale.
Yeah, the pale driver.
Okay.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
You're on a boat. All right.
I didn't realize that we didn't have specifically the jam mystery as the task.
I see.
I thought
It's
her
because we never
telling you
committed.
at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I thought her telling you at all added it to your book.
I see.
Just
Figured it
an
out.
ordinary war. Nothing to see here.
Anyway, now you can talk to the racist lorry driver.
Yeah. We didn't have to waste all that time. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're pretty much done for the day after that, right?
Yeah.
Should we talk to this guy again?
And it took me about
He's
that much
gone.
time to figure anything out. Yeah, I think they are sleeping for the day
Yeah, he's
at this
gone.
point.
Everyone's gone.
Mm-hmm. Which is fine. It can be the thing you tackle in the morning.
The hair's still here.
They are still here.
I mean,
I thought they left midday, but
All right, end of day. Talk to Kim, or is that the only debriefing was?
I think you can do it again. It'd be on the balcony.
Or
Yeah,
do you
maybe not.
actually have
Maybe
to-
go to your door to trigger it.
Yes?
Yeah. Actually, don't remember if it happens multiple days.
No.
No,
He's
okay.
gone.
Just the first day. Which makes an amount of sense given the, like, hey, first day of partner.
Right.
What's wrong?
Mysterious door.
Oh, I thought that was the mirror. But that's the thing next.
What is your obsession with my forbidden closet of mystery?
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Sleep time.
Go sleep.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again,
Will we
my
clean
broken
this bed?
bird. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
Hey, I was on the express to the Zero home. I remember that.
Now you've gone off the rails, baby. Now you're stuck sitting here by the tracks, admiring the wreck around you. You just can't help it, looking at yourself. The sum total of your accomplishments. You're just stuck here in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Let's look at other people.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Some of them are. Some of them are nice. Others are scared.
Oh.
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Huh.
I am healed.
Not allowed to bathe.
No, you already did it.
Yeah, I already did it.
You only need to bathe once, right?
Yeah. Only one time.
Right?
Only one time. Listen, you either have bathed or you haven't bathed.
True.
There are more people here. Hard save.
There are more people here, and I'll be honest, they're my least favorite people to talk to
Yes.
in this game.
All right. Let's talk to him.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM. below lieutenant and sergeant.
Sure.
Okay.
You don't want to talk to
You
me?
look like
I don't need to
shit.
talk to you.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.